Alright, so in an earlier video, you have seen that the Duke expects a gentle answer from Shiloh. And of course, I feel that that's too much to expect from Shylock. You know, the way Antonio has humiliated Shylock, and Shylock, is very angry at this moment. So, this is what Shylock tells. The Duke had expected Shylock to waive off at least 50% of the principal, not just forget of taking a pound of flesh, but also not take at least 1,500 ducats from Antonio. This is what Shylock tells. Shylock tells, I have possessed, informed your grace, your lord, like we say today, sorry, my lord, of what I purpose, of what I intend, and by our holy Sabbath, Sabbath is Saturday, the seventh day of the Jewish week, I have sworn to have the due and forfeit of my bond. I have promised that I will take nothing but the forfeiture of my bond, which is a pound of flesh from Antonio's body. If you deny it, let the danger light upon your charter and your city's freedom. If you don't give me that, let your democracy, let your liberty be questioned. Charter is like a constitution, a charter of laws. And remember, the Charter of Venice gives a lot of rights to the minorities. The reason being that the trade depended on the people of all nations. And once Shylock's rights are violated, the other minorities or the people of other nations apart from Venice might not like it and they might not wish to invest in Venice. And therefore, the economy of Venice will go down. Therefore, and thus, even Antonio knows that now the Duke cannot help me. Shylock is taking advantage of this situation. And he says, if you do not allow me to take a pound of flesh, let your charter be questioned. Okay, then he goes on to say, you'll ask me why I rather choose to have a weight of carrion flesh than to receive 3,000 ducats. You might ask me why I wish to take a pound of rotten human flesh and not 3,000 ducats. No sane man will take a man's flesh. I cannot eat it. Why do I want to take a pound of flesh and not 3,000 ducats? I'll not answer that. Shylock is stubborn. And throughout the scene, you will see how Shylock stands up for his rights, where Antonio is totally passive and he surrenders to fate. Okay. Let's say it is my humor, it's my wish. Okay. Is that answered? Have you got the answer? What if my house, Shylock is a very, very strong character, and now he substantiates his hatred with reasons. He says, what if my house be troubled with a rat, and I be pleased to give 10,000 ducats to have it banned? If there's a rat in my house, and I wish to give 10,000 ducats to get rid of it, what can you do? It's my money, my house. You cannot say anything. Okay. What? Are you answered yet? Did you get the answer? Some men there are, love not a gaping pig. Some that are mad if they behold a cat. And others, when the bagpipe sings in the nose, cannot contain themselves. Then he gives three examples of people who cannot tolerate certain things. He says, at first he gives the example of a man who cannot tolerate a gaping pig. A gaping pig is a roasted pig with its mouth wide open, kept on the dining table. Some people cannot tolerate that. What can you say? Then there are some people who get mad if they see a cat. The word behold means see. Some people get mad. What can you say? And then there are some people who dirty their trousers if they hear the bagpiper being played in a nasal tone. What can you say? You cannot go and scold them. You cannot go and tell them, why don't you like a pig? Why don't you like a cat? Why can't you tolerate the music of bagpiper? You cannot say that. Okay, now, for affection, prejudice, mistress of passion, feelings, sways it to the mood of what it likes and loathes. Emotions, feelings are so strong that you cannot give any reason for it. Okay, now for your answer, is there no firm reason to be rendered? He's given. Why he cannot abide, tolerate a giving pig? Why he a harmless, necessary cat? Why he a woolen bagpipe, but of force must yield to such inevitable shame as to offend himself being offended? Remember, the person who cannot tolerate a giving pig can give no reason. The person who cannot tolerate a harmless cat will give no reason. And the person who, embarrasses himself when he hears the music of bagpiper, also cannot give any reason. So can I give no reason? That way, similarly, even I have no reason, nor will I not. I'll also give no reason. Shylock's hatred is very strong. And then he goes on to say, more than a lodged hate and a certain loathing I bear Antonio. The only answer I can give you is that I hate Antonio. My hatred for Antonio is very strong, that I follow thus a losing suit against him. I know, it's pointless to take a pound of flesh from Antonio. It's more profitable to take money and come to compromising terms. But no, I won't do that. And why won't I do that? I won't do that because my hatred for my hatred for Antonio is so great. Are you answered? Did you get an answer? And then Bassanio snaps in. He says, this is no answer, thou unfeeling man, to excuse the current of thy cruelty. This is no answer. A man who cannot tolerate a gaping pig or a cat or a bagpiper is different. And here you are ready to take the life of a man whom you don't like. Then a very witty piece of conversation takes place. Shylock says, I'm not bound to please thee with my answer. I'm not bound to give you answers. Shylock is very strong here. And Bassanio says, do all men kill the things they do not love? Do people kill all the things that they don't love? Now that's quite true, children. There are so many things I don't love. Do I go and kill them? Okay. Now, Shylock gives a better reply, and Shylock says, hates any man the thing you would not kill? Would you ever kill anything that you don't hate? And then Bassanio says, every offense is not a hate at first. Whatever I do to you, you don't hate me in the first instance. And then Shylock gives even a better answer. Shylock says, what? Wouldst thou have a serpent sting thee twice? Would you allow a snake to sting you for a second time? Wouldn't you kill a snake when it stung you for the first time? And with that, we come to the end of this second video. Keep watching.